Dr. Joseph Bogart in Parkland, Florida. I'm here to show you a couple quick stretches that you can do to eliminate lower back pain. These are easy to do. You can do them just about anywhere. I'm going to show you several different ways that you can do these stretches in order to prevent and or reduce lower back pain. The first one is something that a lot of people tend to not address when they're dealing with lower backs, which is their hips and the deep rotator muscles, one especially known as the piriformis. One way to stretch that out really well is to cross one leg, keep your back straight in a sitting up position like this, and you're actually going to put your chest straight forward and towards your foot. You don't want to round your back, but actually keep your back straight and come forward, and when you do that, you're going to feel a great stretch in this hip. Do that on both sides. This is something you can do while you're still sitting at your desk or even having lunch with a friend. The same stretch can be done while laying down, either on your bed or on the floor in a manner like this. Laying on your back, cross one leg over, take your hands, reach in and grab the leg that's on the bottom and pull your leg up towards your chest, keeping this in a straight position. You'll feel it down in this area here in your hip, and it'll really loosen up and protect your lower back and pelvis. Another great exercise that I show to patients is doing what I call the 3 C's, the cat, the camel, and then the letter C. The way you do that is on your hands or your knees. You can do this either on a bed or on the floor. You're going to arch your back, you should say, like a camel. As you do that, you inhale, and then sink down, let your belly come down as if you were a cat, stretching back this way and looking up as you exhale. So you're going to inhale as the camel, exhale as the cat. And the third letter of the 3 C's is the letter C, where you're actually going to take your hands and walk around so that you look at your feet and do the same thing in the other direction. Doing those 3 things right there will help to stretch, strengthen, and reduce lower back pain, open up the disc spaces, and take pressure off the nerves in your lower back. One more thing that people tend to not address when they're dealing with their lower backs is the front muscles. Most people are used to saying, oh, if you have a weak back, you should do abdominal crunches or abdominal exercises. Well, that's partly true, but it's also important to stretch out the front. Reason being, a lot of times when we sit, we slouch, and all these muscles tend to contract and actually shrink over time. What's a really helpful thing to do is to actually stretch this out. One of the best ways that I find to stretch out the abdomen and the hips is to lie on the floor, keep your legs down from here and literally bring up, looking up at the ceiling and stretching out your abdomen. Another thing that you can do once you're here, if you feel that this stretch isn't quite enough, which it really should be if you hold it for about 10 to 30 seconds, is direct one shoulder forward and you'll feel more of a stretch on one side, and then direct the other shoulder forward and you'll feel more of a stretch on the other side. And then you can always come back into this position and stretch. After doing that, you'll find that you'll feel more stretched out and not compressed like you would as if you were sitting at a desk all day long. Your posture will improve, and so will the pain in your lower back. I'm Dr. Joseph Bogart. Thank you for listening and helping yourself.